Hi, and welcome to Out Past the Rings, volume 17.5, I guess. Today we're going to be talking about Zampler number 3. This one's called Nerves of Steel. This was another Starship Troopers based cover. They're all Starship Troopers based covers except for the first one. It was another one where the art was given to me first, and then I decided to go with the title off of the art. So my friend Sally, who is also the person who did the Congratulations cassette cover and art, did the art for this. It's the scene in the Starship Troopers when they're dissecting the bugs, and the girl who said you need nerves of steel to be able to be a pilot pukes her guts out and then runs out of the room, and then Diz is like, "Nerves of steel, huh?" Good stuff. Okay, so I'm still holding this. I probably don't need to anymore. I think there were 300 of these made on like 24-pound garbage paper. Maybe the back is interesting too. Besides the track listing, there's the wings and all the things that have been dissected and all that kind of stuff. Tools. The CD for this one is supposed to be the puking tongue with the artist over here. It was released on July 1st of 2014. This one has 24 tracks and 7 of them were unreleased. So this was kind of the first sampler where I really wanted to start pushing unreleased songs. Throwback to Fat Wreck comps that used to have all the bands on the label, as well as usually one unreleased track from at least 5 of the bands. I always loved that. I always loved having something that you could not hear anywhere else, which is a huge reason why I do the Zamplers and why I ask bands, can I use this unreleased track? And then sometimes tracks end up being just on the Zampler and they don't end up being on another release, which I think is really cool. So then it's kind of sets the Zampler apart from other comps where you have an isolated song that's only available here. So those 7 songs come from, the first one is Congratulations, which would be my favorite track on this comp most likely because it's such an important song and band for me. There's a whole story that goes behind that, but we'll wait until the Congratulations episode for that. That may contain a music video that I'm currently working on. Okay, so Congratulations is off the demo. It's the first track. It's Aren't You Frightened, Scary Skinny Skeleton. It's amazing. I just sold the last tape. They're all gone. This is an early Murtex song from the demo session that I did. It's only available, this version is only available on the Zampler. I redid the vocals later on and still could not hit what I was going for. So this is one of my favorite Murtex songs that I just was not able to produce vocally the way that I wanted to. We've got an unreleased Use Case song from right before their split with Lori came out. Amazing song. Amazing song. It's funny to think that people hadn't even heard this at some point because it's a popular split Screamo release for sure. Use Case was fantastic. The unreleased Said Goner song is a demo, Home on the Missile Range. Easily my favorite Said Goner song. I wish this was on the LP that I put out. It is so chill and so good. You've got a demo version of a People's Tempo Project song. Love People's Tempo Project. They'll be definitely coming up on this, whatever we call this, a series, I guess, in the near future. You've got an unreleased Tentacle song that was not fully mastered at this time. So this is, I don't want to say it's a demo version, but it is not a fully realized version the way the one on the LP is. And then you've got an early song by Black Love before the Black Love 12-inch LP came out. Opening track, I believe, easily one of my favorite Black Love songs. Starting to ramble. There isn't really much else to say besides the art and the unreleased songs for Zamplers at this point. So if you've got one of these, kudos. I definitely remember when this came out, it felt a lot better than the second Zampler. So it was definitely a cool feeling to go from thinking number 2 was really good, and when number 3 came out, remember thinking, these unreleased tracks are pretty fantastic. Not to mention some of the other songs on here, Via Fondo, 17 Again, Oine, Smile to the Wind. There's a bunch of killer bands on here. That's it. I gotta stop hitting my finger on the table. I'll see you no, not tomorrow. The day after for ZBR Out Past the Rings number 18, which will be the Old Soul first LP that they ever released that came out later on in their career. But we'll talk about that soon. Thanks a lot.